more. Grant Monster. Oh my goodness.
Before we start the video and get into how to make the 2K League 100% guaranteed, I would really appreciate it if you would make sure to hit the subscribe button because it really helps my channel out and helps me put out great videos like this one I'm about to show you guys. Alright, so there are 5 crucial steps to making the 2K League. Alright, now the first step is an easy one and it just started today. It's do your 100 games. You gotta win 100 games. You gotta have above a 50% win percentage in November. I don't know the exact day that this ends, but it'll be up here on the video. And you need to get your 100 games done by that time, and you need to have your application submitted before the window is over. Alright, after the 100 games you submit your application, you're probably going to have the same process as last year with the Combine. It's probably going to be similar to last year. You're probably going to have 5 builds per position, and you're just going to have to put up the best stats you can in each individual game, try to get your highest win percentage, try to average the best stats, the best field goal percentage. It's probably going to be on Hall of Fame just like it was last year. The settings, I mean, no one really knows the settings right now unless you are in the 2K League and you've been told what they're going to be. This would be even my first chance to look at what the 2K League settings are going to be like for this upcoming season. But the important part is that you just play within yourself, play your game. Don't think about stat chasing every single time. Do not, and absolutely do not, quit out of games to not have your stats tracked like last year if that's still a thing, because that will get you disqualified. Don't think about what stats you need to average to get into the 2K League, because remember, after the Combine, if you're selected to go into the draft pool, that also still doesn't necessarily mean you're getting drafted. On to the next selection process, which is the interview. The interview is usually with somebody that's not even directly related to any team. You're gonna have the chance to talk to somebody and just basically tell them who you are as a person, what makes you unique. For me, the main reason I honestly got to the next stage of making the 2K League is because I sold myself as a brand on YouTube and on Twitch. And, you know, just like sold myself as like I'm a content creator, and they love content creators. If you can produce content for them, they love that stuff. So, and also just present yourself as a great person, what you do for a living or anything like that, anything like charity that you do, all that stuff they absolutely love. So just sell yourself on that in the interview process. That's, of course, if you make it onto the interview process. After the interview though, then there's going to be a draft pool. Now, the pool last year was everybody that made the pool for the draft got into the 2K League, right? All 102 players that were selected to be in the draft pool got drafted. This year it's a little bit different because there are already players on teams, and I'm going to post it right here, the players spots that are open on each individual team. Now, there's about 75 spots left in the 2K League for Season 2. That's accounting for all the new teams that are joining us as well. And the thing is, to get into the 2K League this year, you're not going to be guaranteed, right? So there's going to be 70 spots available. There's already 70 plus 2K League players that were in Season 1. And then they're probably going to add anywhere from 50 to 100 new players for the next year to be in the draft pool. Now, what separates you from the 2K League players getting back into the 2K League has to be your brand and has to be how well people on the teams know you. Here's the number one thing, the most important thing to making the 2K League this year, and this is, of course, if you do really well in the Combine already, and this is if you get the interview. This is the most important thing. This goes before playing the 100 games. This goes before going to the Combine and playing. This goes before getting the interview even. You have to be known in the community to get drafted this year. It's different from last year. This year, people on the teams, like the players, they are going to be telling teams who they want on their team. And if they don't know you, I'm sorry, but they're just not going to pick you. So you have to develop your brand while you still can for the rest of this year. You have to be streaming games. That's one of the key parts. You have to play competitive games and you have to stream them. People have to know who you are, or they have to have some sort of gameplay to see of you playing versus other competitive teams, because they're not going to be drafting random people this year. And that brings us on to the last and most important point. When I was in the 2K League, I was made aware that almost every single team, after they drafted their first or second round player, they pretty much had their players tell them, the GMs, who they wanted to play with. So you have to know players on the teams, or you have to have them know you and know how good you are. So even if you're not necessarily their friend, you still are known as a great player in the community. So here's the thing, how do you get to know good players? How do you get to know pro players and play with them or play against them? Here is where the MPBA and the WR come in. If you're not already in the MPBA or WR, you might be able to get in for one more season before the 2K League starts to get your name out there. But if you can, or you're already in one of these leagues, I would say make sure to play, make sure to join these leagues while you can as a free agent, or if you're already a part of a team and you're already in the MPBA or WR, that's great. That's huge. You have to play against other top teams, and you have to make the playoffs. You have to play against the top of the top, and you have to be streaming these games. Other people have to see you playing these teams and playing well. If you play bad against the top players, you're probably not going to make the 2K League. That's just how it is this year. It doesn't matter what you do in the Combine ultimately. Like I said, it ultimately comes down to if players know you as a good player, then that will get you drafted this year. So, like I said at the beginning of the video, this is not an easy thing to do by any means, but if your goal right now is to make the 2K League, the key thing that you should take away from this video is that to make it, you have to be known in the community and you have to be a great player. And obviously, like, you know, some of you unknown players are like, well, that's not fair, but here's the thing. If you want this as bad as everyone else does, you have to start streaming your games. You have to start playing in the MPBA and WR leagues, and you have to start playing well against top teams and top players. And also, I would add in the 2K Gods League as well. That's a team-up league, and that's also where a lot of the 2K League players played in as well. Thanks for watching the video, you guys. I hope this was informative, and if you really want to make the 2K League this year, follow my advice, and like I said, you will 100% guaranteed make it. It's not by any means easy, but if you want this more than anything else, you can get it by doing the steps I just laid out for you. All right, thanks for watching the video, you guys, and peace.